Vale. Comenzamos. ¡Ey! ¿Qué pasa, chicos? Tengo que conectar el control. Chihuahua. Si no, no puedo jugar. Literal, güey. No me deja el... Qué horror, güey. Sí, claro que sí, joder, sí. Ay, bueno. Lo malo es que está en inglés, güey, y no lo puedo traducir, brother. Ya lo intenté al menos. Joder, macho. Vale. Normal, sí, vamos con normal. De pedo. Ya no recuerdo muy bien de qué iba esto, güey. No, sí sé, lo que pasa es que hay unos que pueden no saber.
Becomes hopelessly blurred and nowhere as vividly as in Night Springs. The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the herald of darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
Sí, me acuerdo de ese tipo.
I'll catch you eventually! Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
No, papu. La oscuridad. Claro que sí, coño.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Me encanta el narrador, güey. Es la mamá del narrador, güey. A ver. Uy. Siempre me ha gustado esta ropa. Bueno, ambas ropas de Alan Wake siempre me han gustado, pero me gusta más no, se va a volver negro. No, digas eso, pendejo, me van a bañar. Oh, shit. Se me había olvidado, claro. Poltergeist, fuck. Espérame un momento. Ayuda a opciones, cómo jugar, control, eso no me interesa. Gráficos, tampoco me interesa. Audio. Híjole, sí sonaba un poquito el audio de la cinemática, ¿no? Subtítulos. Ok. Déjame subirlo un poquito. ¿Has jugado? No lo he jugado, pero sí lo conozco. Y sí me gustaría jugarlo, pero pues mi tostadora no aguanta no aguanta ese estilo neutrón, güey. Ok, así dejamos. 50, yo creo que con eso, ¿no? No, ¿sabes qué? No me convence. Voy a volver a dejarlo en 40. 45. Ahí estamos. 45. Vale, seguimos. Lo bueno de este juego también es que tiene más variedad de armas que el primero. Agarra el arma. Aquí está. Una 9 milímetros. Ay, qué rico. Puta, ya empezamos. Sí, está muy bueno. falta un poquitito. Controles, sensibilidad. Está un poco sensible. Fob.
It's gonna be like that again, huh?
Joder, macho, de veras. Sí, de que el juego este de Alan Wake sí es de una saga, güey. Ay, siento que está todavía muy rápido.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here have scattered the pages he has written.
A ver, el manuscrito, páginas forbidden, ok. Alan Wake, el escritor.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't a great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
Sí, cierto, güey. Alan Wake fue por un tiempo el escritor del programa de televisión de Night Springs, güey. Se me había olvidado eso por completo. No mames.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Claro. Ahí empieza nuestra solución.
Somewhere within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Sí, sí. Espera, me voy a meter a receta. Ok. Vale. Ay, corre. No tengo suficiente armas para... Sometimes running away. Ok. Sí, huir siempre, a veces siempre es la mejor opción, güey. Sí, 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 tú corre, tú corre, tú corre.
I can't stay here now.
Lo bueno es que cuando aquí corre más, güey, en el que el primero corría muy poco, güey. Ay, cómo me castraba que se cansaba tan rápido. Mira, que te das cuenta que ya cansa menos. Ay. The safe haven, sí, cuando estás en la luz no solo te recuperas salud, sino que es seguro, güey. Ahí viene. Sí, estos se desbloquean entre más páginas del manuscrito tengo. Necesito 3, fuck. Pues solo tengo uno. A ver. No me tardo, vale.
Hey, it's you. There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
A typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
We haven't actually met before. Okay. No nos habíamos conocido antes.
Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Okay.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake.
Claro que sí,
Remember you
señor
stayed
Wake,
at the motel
¿recuerdas?
here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
Ay, fuck, es la loca de los cristales, viejo.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
Deberías tener más cuidado.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
They're called Taken. They aren't really human.
Sí, son
Not anymore.
poseídos. Ya no son
And they're
humanos.
climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or...?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
And the guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
Sí,
He
el
gets
señor
around,
Chirridos.
unfortunately.
Gracias por ayudarme.
Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Qué bueno que
Me
volviste, crack.
too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
Ja,
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
soy escritor.
Obviously.
Obviamente. ¿Qué era sobre lo de mi aura?
What was that you said about my aura?
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras. But I
Oh,
only
sí,
use
güey.
it for healing and helping people. I'm like a wise woman, you know? I give people insight and advice.
Inside and
Look,
advice.
just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe everything.
Don't be like that. Maybe you should take a few crystals with you if you're going out there. It might be dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
Nah.
And they help me take out the bad guys?
Oh, well, no, not as such.
Yeah, okay.
I
I think
think I
I'm...
am.
Or I have some wonderfully potent and herbal detox suppositories.
Yeah, I'm good.
Sí,
I'm
estoy
good.
bien, estoy bien. Sí, sí, yo no creo esas cosas hoy. A ver. Find the items for the grand reality. Oh, a ver, dame. Oh, la pistola de clavo siempre fue mi favorita.
The champion of light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
Enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the...
The minimap on the el minimapa me muestra las páginas y los objetivos que... ¿Cómo? Los objetivos... Ajá, ok. La locación de las cajas de munición, haven seguros, son mostrados por iconos. Sí, las páginas que tienen las... Bueno, las que tienen el símbolo de la interrogación es básicamente las páginas.
You guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw that twice.
Ay, aquí había uno. ¿Me equivoqué? ¿What?
Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off.
Híjole. Estoy de pedo. Ah, mira, aquí hay una página. Bueno, aquí decía. Ah, aquí está. Confío en ti, carnal. Sé que puedes completar lo incompletado. Jaja. Yo lo sé. Ah, nueva realidad, el satélite.
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery.
Ujú.
The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep
Oh,
angle.
tienes que quedarte
All
a ver
that
esto,
high-tech
güey, es
engineering
hermoso.
reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
Sí, güey. Básicamente vamos a destruir una chicadera. Páginas y los instintos.
I know that when I arrive, the clarity of vision I have now may disappear. I've made my plans. I prepared for this. But I know the transition from the dark place will be hard on me. And not just physically.
Nah.
It may affect my mind, my memory. These pages should help me remember and focus. That's worked for me before. Even if that fails, I think I will be able to trust my instincts. I'm navigating my own story. I'm hoping I'll know where to go and what to do, even if the details elude me.
Sí, incluso si los detalles le evaden, güey. Es lo bueno de ser un escritor. Por aquí había cosas, ¿no? Cosito. Ahí está Haven. Aquí hay una curación. Encuentra los 3 objetos para reescribir la realidad, güey. Espera. Soy tu único viewer. ¿Te parece que les comparto stream? Ah, sí. Adelante, bro. Yo ya, yo ya lo reposteé en todos los lugares que pude, pero si no hay. Oh,
Wait.
shit.
Wait.
Hijo de- Pues la mataron. Adiós. Adiós, muy buenas.
That's
Me
one
banearon
thing
30
down.
minutos de Valorant. No, a jugar LOL. No, hijo. ¿Cómo que te banearon de Valorant? What? ¿Pero por qué, güey? Si no estabas jugando, ¿sí? What the fuck? Ahí no hay nada. ¡Ey, Virtu Gamers! ¿Qué pasa, crack? Ah, que no hay mapa aquí, bro. Fuck. Creo que ya no va a ir más nada para allá, güey, de todas maneras. ¿O sí? Ah, mira. Es que me fui a cenar. Ay, perro, güey. Ni modo, bro. Sí, luego Valorant puede ser muy pinche inclemente, güey. ¿Qué pasó, Virtu Gamer? ¿Cómo estamos? Bienvenido a la... No es Halloween, pero estamos en vísperas, así que... Pues estoy jugando un juego de terror. Bueno, es terror casi no, pero... Es entendible. Por aquí creo que estaba la Magnum, güey. Esa madre es madre de un tiro, güey, a cualquiera. Déjame ver. Quizá pasa al Division, güey, pero no estoy seguro. No estoy en la... 10 páginas de más. Sí, son 10 páginas. Pero está bien cagado porque no... Las páginas son como la moneda, güey, ¿sabes? Oh, dame. Sí. Aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Diesel. Masha y el oso, cuentos de terror. Esa madre daba miedo, güey. A Chile sí, qué pedo. Ah, mira. Aquí vamos a conocer al señor Chirridos.
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good.
Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets.
Van a ver la locura de este hombre.
That's more like it.
Ujú. Ah, tiene ahí encerrado a alguien, güey.
I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet.
Sí. Está loco este tipo. Pero soy yo, ¿sabes?
I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do.
I do.
I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us?
¿Sabes cuál es la verdadera diferencia entre nosotros dos?
I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
No tengo miedo de ser el centro de atención.
This poor slob's just collateral damage, really.
Este pobre imbécil solo es daño
Made some
colateral,
information
digo.
out of him earlier.
Le acabo de sacar un poco de
But this
información
part?
antes, ¿no? Pero esta parte,
This is just for kicks.
esto solamente es por diversión. ¡Oh, lo está asfixiando! ¡No! Sí, güey, grabaron todo eso en real, güey. Obviamente es actuado, pero se ve muy realista.
So quiet.
Qué silencio. Sí, güey, soy yo. Bueno, sí y no, güey. Sí es un clon mío, pero no es directamente de mí. Se supone que es como una especie de inteligencia que se volvió mala, güey. Algo así tengo entendido. Todavía no estoy muy seguro qué fue. Wow, sí, estuvo bien. Era el tiempo en donde los juegos no tenían miedo a ser unos maricas, güey. Y te mostraban cosas bien turbias, güey. Alan, güey, nunca fue de acción, pero sí, admito que sí daba miedo, güey. Cuando era más niño y lo jugué, sí daba miedo, güey. Agárralo. No puedo. Agárralo.
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
Sigo. Ah, ok, vale. Sigo. Sí, sí. Sheshi. Sí, está cabrón, güey. Está cabrón este pedo. Pero tengo que conseguir. Ah, aquí está. Que es el. Es la batería del camión, ¿no? Sí, ahí se ve. Oh, ya empezamos otra vez. Vámonos. La
That's two.
batería.
Just one more to go.
Aquí hay una página. Bueno, sí, ahí está, ya lo vi. The Splitter. ¿Cómo se podría traducir esto? Yo me moría con el de la edad. Ay, ve. Sí, está acá. Ese también estaba bien cabrón.
Some of the taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into two when they encounter strong light. It leaves the two halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development. The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
Scratch. Ese es el malo, así se llama Mr. Scratch. Aquí nos está contando que hay un nuevo enemigo que se llama el divisorio, creo, el divididor. Algo así. El chiste es que cuando tú le das con la luz, güey, en vez de estar protegido por un aura de oscuridad, se divide en dos, güey. Su odio a la luz es tan fuerte que se divide en dos. Joder, güey. Tengo que revisar cada centímetro del mapa por página, güey. Creo que llevo 4, ¿no? En total. Tendría que ver un video, güey, porque no recuerdo dónde están las páginas. Y siento que voy por el camino equivocado. Vale, me empuja, ya llega el límite. Ya, cuando sale esa tormenta es el límite del juego. Es que creo que... Mira. Vamos. Esquivado, papu. Vámonos. Me quedan 2 cargadores, güey, literal. Oh, shit. Tengo que apresurarme, güey. No quiero quedarme sin munición, güey. Encuentra el último ítem para reescribir la... Oh, tienes que quedarte a ver esto, güey. Si te quedas, güey, te vas a ver algo increíble, güey. Ah, está aquí dentro, güey. Ah, pero veo una página también, güey. A ver, voy por eso. Voy por la página y voy por eso, güey. ¿Página? Reescribiendo la realidad.
The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
Sí, está cabrón, güey. Imagínate reescribir la realidad a tu antojo, güey. Claro, tiene cierta lógica, no puede hacerlo así como Juan entra por su casa, pero sí es posible, güey. Está cabrón, güey, porque todo el lore de este juego es increíble. Me encanta. Pero ahí estamos. Ahí estamos. Tú eres el divididor, ¿no? Ajá, sí, tú eres el que se divide, güey.
Light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic.
A la verga, se me olvida. Y creo que ya no se divide, ¿no? ya era todo. ¿Qué dices? Oye, deberías poner
was just
recompensas
messed
por
up.
ver el stream como los puntos para desbloquear emojis. No sé cómo hacer eso, güey. Sí lo quiero hacer, pero no sé cómo hacerlo, güey. Tendría que investigar todo un poco más, güey. Aquí está. Munición de francotirador. Rifle de carabina, güey. Me gusta más, güey.
Something tells me I'm really gonna need the extra. That's everything.
Ok.
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
Carajo. Nunca se puede hacer todo fácil, güey. Hay que recargar la maldita pila. Siempre he pensado en hacer eso, güey. Pero pues como estoy chiquito, no puedo, estoy chiquito. Y pues no. Oh, dame. Oh, una Fairgun. Está bien, güey. Oh, ¿qué era? ¿Qué decía? Ah, pero del Nailgun. Ok. Creo que necesito una cantidad de seguidores, güey. No puedo hacerlo así como si nada. Creo que tengo que tener mínimo 100. Sí, si mal no recuerdo. Oh, ya tengo un chingo de páginas, güey. Creo que puedo desbloquear esto, ¿no? A ver. Una submachine gun. Ah, ya sé cuál es, güey. No es mala, pero no me gusta tanto. No me gusta tanto como me gustaría de un tiempo. Tiene que ser afiliado para... Ah, también es eso. Sí. Es cierto, tengo que ser afiliado a algo. Y como no tengo...
I need this battery charged.
No problem. Here
¿Tú
you
andas en
go.
eso también? Yo no he
Thanks.
investigado, la verdad. Me ha dado un poco de hueva, pero sí sé que tenías que hacer algo.
Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
Espérame, ahorita... Sigo teniendo problemas con mi control. Puta madre. Control. Vamos a bajarle 2.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials. Great.
I'll do my
Yeah.
best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Trata de no ser algún tipo de loco terrorista, ¿ok?
Okay, I'm
Deseame
gonna go now.
suerte.
Wish me luck.
Wait a sec, I want to ask you about something first. What did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while. It's hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
Sí.
So you might have brain damage, you're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
Así es.
No, I'm from New York. I was just visiting another dimension.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
Sí, es cierto. O sea, técnicamente es cierto. El Alan Wake es de Nueva York. Pero, sin querer en la primer juego, ahora sí que se vio involucrado. Ah, de veras. Ah, pero creo que ya agarré munición, ¿no? Sí, ya agarré munición. Tengo 75. Pues sí, nos vimos involucrados en ahora sí que todo un drama, güey. Tuvimos que pelear contra la presencia oscura, le ganamos, pero nos quedamos atrapados. Y el chiste de los DLCs es descubrir cómo salirnos de ahí, lo cual logramos y estamos acá. Se podría decir que la realidad de Alan Wake desapareció en el momento que se... Oh, espérate. Yukando, sí, ya sé, puedo esquivar ataques. Pero dale. Y ese es el revólver. Ah, mira lo que dice, güey.
Can't go wrong with the classic.
Au. Ah, no mames, yo quería el otro, güey. Ay, no mames, que dio, güey. Recarga. En los logros del canal puedes ver cuánto te falta para ser afiliado durante los últimos 30 días. ¿Has jugado el Back 4 Blood? No, no he jugado el Back 4 Blood. De hecho, he oído que es bastante malo. No es como te lo pintaban. Agárralo. Eso no. Vamos. A ver, van a ver algo que cuando yo era niño a mí me flipó, me Me quedé loquísimo, güey. Esto no es, pero está cagado. Ay, güey. Es que si le doy con la luz se va a dividir, güey. Prefiero no darle. Vamos.
Time to make some serious changes.
Vamos. Ahora hacer unos cambios radicales. Jaja. Checar el manuscrito, a ver. Ah, es con este. La rueda estaba en su lugar y el aceite fluía. Bueno, el petróleo fluía. La batería estaba puesta, las luces estaban parpadeando. El CD se estaba reproduciendo en... De boombox, podríamos traducir lo que es como... un reproductor, güey, básicamente. Vamos a dejarle. Ok. Fluye. Creo que era aquí, ¿no? La batería. Sí, aquí está. Aquí se quedan las luces. Ok, ya vamos a describir la realidad. Era acá atrás, ¿no? A ver. Van a ver una joya hoy. Van a ver una joya del juego hoy. Ándele, papu. Ah, córrele, gordo. Córrele, gordo, córrele, gordo, córrele, gordo, córrele, gordo. Córrele, gordo, córrele, gordo, córrele, gordo. Ay, creo que sonaba más fuerte en mis tiempos, güey. Y aquí está el satélite. Hicimos que el satélite chocara con el torre, güey. Literal. Y ahorita hay que ayudar a la señorita. Ver. Ya es todo, ¿no? Ok. Destruye a los poseídos. Ah, todavía falta. Uy, es un gordo, fuck. Ese también es gordo. Vámonos. Casi no tengo que esquivar, güey, jaja.
What the hell was that?
Easy. I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
Sí.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there.
No, no estaba
It
ahí.
got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
¿Qué podrías
You just
usar,
happen to have
ok?
the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light?
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Que no entiendes, chingada madre, te van a matar.
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those what'd you call them? The Taken? What are they?
¿Qué
It's
son?
complicated.
Es complicado.
Short version, the darkness can take people over.
Sí.
That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Sí, no. Que quédate aquí y estarás
Let me
asado.
just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up, and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong.
No me
You're nice
equivoques.
for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
Ok, la chingada. No me hagas caso, pues. Te vas a morir. ¿Pero por qué suena tan bajo, güey? ¿Es por la música? Gráficos, control, audio. No, sí, güey. Ay, lo hubiera dejado ahí, güey. Pero bueno. Ay, déjalo. Me estoy muriendo, literal. Estoy a una de vida, güey. Y no hay luz, güey. Hasta allá, güey. Boom. Bueno, al menos ya no puedo haber ya no pueden salir los malos desde allá, güey. Night Springs 15. Desert Shore Motel. Ah, iba a decir, si es el Ocean View, güey, me voy a cagar, güey. Literal, hubiera sido, sí me hubiera asombrado, porque sería algo que no habría sabido, güey. Creo que por acá hay una página, güey. Déjame ver si hay una página. Bueno, me voy a descansar. Nos vemos y buen stream. Sobres, bro. Con cuidado, descansa. Buenas noches. Yo estoy aquí nomás para celebrar el Halloween. Todos los streams serán de terror. Muajajajaja. Ah, sí, mira, aquí está. Ah, aquí estamos. A ver. Demasiadas piernas.
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
Son arañas, güey. Fuck. Qué asco las arañas. Me dan asco.
A poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects
Un poltergeist.
into
Fuck.
deadly
¿Tan
projectiles.
pronto?
Oh, shit!
Ven acá, puto. Ay. Ok, base. Sí, ven. Uy. Sí, aquí está. Ay, cabrón. A huevo. Aquí sigo mi bro, nomás que también estoy jugando. Ah, no hay pedo. Tú escúchame, déjame de fondo, papu. Aquí sirvienta, aquí soy yo. No, pero quiero del rifle. Ah, bueno. No puedes llevar más, no puedes llevar más. Creo que por aquí había otra página, güey. Sí, mira, aquí está. Ah, mira. Pero... ándale. 7 de 53. Cazando al señor Scratch.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him. And I believe I can stop him.
Sí. Somos el campeón de la luz, no olvidemos eso. Déjame guardar, ¿no? Porque no quiero... Checkpoint alcanzado. Sus famosos panqueques. Mount Red Tooth Observatory, ok. El observatorio de... Puente... No, de la montaña roja. A ver, ¿aquí hay algo? No, aquí no hay nada. Vale.
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind. The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
El trabajo,
I
el
think
mano
these
de
are
obra.
keys for the motel rooms.
Examinar.
Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
Ese lugar podría estar involucrado. Ese lugar podría estar involucrado, tío. Ok, checkpoint.
Emma
Y ya valió
Sloan was a
madre.
believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious.
No, papu. Valió madre.
Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
Verga, es de los que se dividen. Uy, esquivada. Uy, tú también esquivada. Adiós. ¿Cuántos tiros tiene? ¿Tiene 8? ¿En serio? No manches, si hasta el de Division tiene más, güey. What the fuck. Tiene como 10 tiros de default.
Damn it! Why didn't you listen?
¿La mataron? Yo no veo el cadáver, güey. I don't see anybody here. I don't know, man. I don't know. Abre. Vamos. Página. Ya tengo 8. ¡Sí! Destruiste el espejo retorcido.
My own face peered back at me from the TV screen. For a moment, I struggled with the sensation of déjà vu. How many times have I seen myself like this now? And then there was that easy grin that never seemed quite as quick or natural on my own lips. The dark, malicious twinkle in the eyes. And I knew who I was looking at. As he pulled back and revealed the room behind him, my throat went dry. There was nothing I could do but watch.
Uy. Yo creo que cuando edite esto le voy a poner subtítulos porque de verdad que sí, no entiendo por qué. Se supone que puede, todo se puede poner en subtítulos, pero no sé por qué aquí no. En la tienda de Epic no se puede. ¿Es acá?
Damn.
A ver, aquí, güey.
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured, dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now.
Hay que ir al observatorio.
The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the champion of light forges on to see the stars.
Nos vamos. Llegamos al hotel. Ah, no, perdón, al observatorio. Monte Red Tooth. Diente Rojo. Observatorio de...
An observatory. A place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the champion of light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
Sí, básicamente. Vale. De aquí vengo, básicamente. Ah. Interesante. Oh, carajo. Está bien, pero déjame agarrarla. Ok, te juro que escuché que tenía alguien atrás de mí, güey. Joder. Ay, qué miedo, yo me
Welcome
voy.
back, listeners. As you know, I'm Eddie Rodman,
Ya
and I'm
me,
still
ya me
talking about
desbanearon.
the gods of Asgard, who
Está
are
bien,
doing
güey.
their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you?
Escopeta.
Odin?
Munición.
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life.
Alfredo.
You know, I didn't realize how much I'd missed that.
And what about you, Thor?
How about you, Thor? Es una aquí, ¿no? Ah, aquí está. Sí, sí, sí. Qué bueno, bro, que ya te desbanearon. Ya puedes jugar, güey. Ok, vengo todo lleno. Ah, mira. A ver, supongo que... es por acá, ¿no? Sí. A ver. Joder, macho, de verdad. Adiós. Oh, mira, aquí hay algo, a ver. Rifle de caza, güey. Oh, 15 manuscritos, güey. Ah, no sé, güey. Prefiero mi... página. Éxito, más bien.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
Y no lo manejé bastante bien, sí. Sí, eso es cierto. El génesis... la creación del señor Scratch. Mira, aquí es donde te digo.
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. Scratch. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh. A serial killer. My dark half. Brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
El poder de Cauldron Lake, que es básicamente la presencia oscura, güey. Que nos hizo, que creó a eso más bien, güey. Como un intento desesperado de venganza, güey. Porque la matamos, güey. Técnicamente la matamos. Ok. Lo bueno es que el observatorio es rápido, güey. De hecho, todo el juego es rápido. Ok. Solo eran pocos. Pocos era uno nada más. Otra página. Pero yo reviso todo, así soy un explorador nato. Siempre dame. Ah, ya no puedo llevar más, fuck. Ok. Aquí no era. Regresamos. Aquí hay algo, ¿no? Ah, pues no había nada. Pues no, en efecto no había nada. Por aquí había... Ah, sí, ahí está. Ah, aquí está. 11 de 53. Las arañas.
The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect. A part of the dark place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous, but at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away.
Creo que sí, güey. Yo, estas páginas voy a tener que traducir en español, güey. No sé si con una página, no sé si con a letra, escrito, o que yo los escriba, güey. Tendría que prestar mi voz, güey, para hacer un doblaje, básicamente. Dame la pinche esa. Esto no lo puedo agarrar. Yo no vengo de ahí, pero déjame agarrar el checkpoint. Ok, vámonos. Ah, mira, aquí hay algo, güey. Ahorita continúa eso, dame chance. 40, güey. Oh, el escopeta de combate, güey. Oh, todavía me acuerdo lo divertido que era usar eso. Creo que aquí... Ah, sí, mira, hay una página. ¿Quién diría? No recordaba, güey. Presión.
The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up.
Fue mi tonta suerte de las mujeres que no se rinden, básicamente. Perro. A ver, sí, yo vengo de allá. Joder. Aquí vienen, güey. Aquí vienen. Déjame ver. ¿Aquí hay algo? Vale, vengo de aquí. No. Regresamos. Creo que sí. ¿Le puedes preguntar tú, por favor? Aquí hay algo, dice, pero no lo veo. Ah, aquí está. Peleando a los poseídos.
I've carried a flashlight and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them.
Sí, güey.
The darkness protects the taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left.
Sí. No, sí, güey. Neta, estuvo cabrón, güey. Ok. No hay más. Pues nos regresamos. Ok. No sé por qué se me cambia la puta vista, güey. Me caga cuando se me cambia la vista, güey. Ok. Creo que sí es acá. Sí, sin pedo, güey. A ver, permítame un segundo. Ay, verga. Puse mal. A ver. Voy por una pequeña pausa y regresamos. Todo tranquilo. Todo bien, todo correcto. Y yo que me alegro. Dime que tengo las 5 de 8, 14, güey. Tengo 16 en el observatorio. ¿What? ¿Tantos?
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows and...
Espérame. Me cago en todo. Controles. Keybinders. Controller. Ah, pues sigue con razón, güey. Ok, vibración default. Button layout. Default, ok.
Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
Oh, fuck. Señora, ábreme la puerta, por favor. Me vienen a matar. Coño. Vámonos. Señora, qué mal pedo, ¿eh? Al menos ya la
Go
salvé.
away.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
Gracias, coño. Ah, qué bonito. Mira, otro tele.
Hey, buddy. I figured I'd take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good right now. A little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice.
Es bonito.
Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could...
Le dieron con la luz, ¿no?
These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
Se está enojando. Sí, se está enojando, ¿eh? Se enojó. Se viera a pelear con el cable del teléfono. Uy, uy.
Never mind.
Olvídalo. Sí, no. Se enojó, güey. Hay que tenderle una trampa, güey, porque sí es imparable, güey. Es la versión, se supone que es la versión perfecta de mí. Es la versión perfecta de mí, pero...
That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of course.
Es una trampa, le tenemos una trampa. Y básicamente... sí, le tenemos una trampa, güey. No podemos vencerlo tal cual.
Doctor, the
Por
man
eso...
who looked like me, what did he want here?
Por eso estaba buscando como un arma acá, güey.
Right now. Something I can't begin to classify, but I think it's disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done.
La madre. Dime más sobre esta señal.
Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became... I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Que creo que casi la mata o la viola, no me acuerdo.
I have to ask, do you always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant. Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon. But I've never seen anything like it.
¿El señor Scratch te lastimó?
Did he hurt you?
No. He didn't quite threaten me exactly. But those shadowy things started to crawl into view. And whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just started breaking things and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
¿Y ya es todo? Puta madre. Vale, bajamos. Ve al...
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement.
Ya lo sé.
Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Sí, sí, sí. Lo sé. Joder, ya empezamos con las arañas.
This must be her car.
¡Ay! Arañas. Son un chingo. A huevo. No son tan fuertes, pero si oyen muchos, luego no te dejan en paz. Ah, carajo. Ay. Sí, lo sabía.
I found it!
Excellent. I'll operate the platform directly below the telescope so you can explore the array. Don't worry, it's very easy.
ponerlo. Vale.
Brilliant, you got it. I'll just run a quick diagnostic on it. Yes, it's in perfect order.
Está en perfecto orden.
All right, we're good to go. Let's take a look at the skies.
Oh, ok, ok. Sí.
I have to shut this down. There's a problem with the automated coolant system. Somebody just interrupted the flow.
So now what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually. I know it's dangerous there, but...
Yo me encargo.
I got it.
Please come talk to me if you have questions.
Ah, bueno. Vamos a ver si tiene algo más de que podamos sacarle. Creo que tampoco funciona el elevador, ¿o sí? A ver. Ah, sí, sí funciona. Sí que funciona. No puedo saltar, güey. A ver. What's the coolant thing?
Is there something I should know about this coolant thing?
Oh no, it's quite straightforward. The telescope is very heavy, and moving it generates a lot of heat. So do all of the electronics. Overheating could cause damage, so it shuts down automatically if the coolant fluid isn't flowing. And hot electronics generate instrument noise, which we want to eliminate as much as possible.
What is this coolant anyway? Is it dangerous?
We use liquid nitrogen. It's quite safe.
If I can make it to the valves in one piece.
Yes, there is that.
Buena
Good luck.
suerte. Do you have this much trouble with my double?
I'm assuming you didn't have this kind of trouble using the telescope earlier, when my double was here.
No, it went very smoothly, until he turned into a nutter. This doppelganger of yours doesn't seem to want anyone else to look at this phenomenon. Honestly, it seems a little pointless to me. There are many eyes on the sky.
I'm not sure what we're gonna get once this thing is working again, but I have a hunch. I doubt it has anything to do with outer space, or that anyone else can see it. I think it's a message for me.
For you? That seems unlikely. And even if it were a very localized phenomenon, surely it's visible to others in the area.
Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it. There's a reason he came here, and a reason he doesn't want me looking at it.
Vale. Solo dos. Bueno. Vámonos. Va bien, sí, ya sé. Ah, carajo. Ok, vale, vale. Hay que abrir las válvulas de refrigerante para obtener el arma. Lo bueno es que están cerca ahora.
Just remember, you need to release all 3 valves. It doesn't matter what order you do it in.
Sí. No importa qué orden mientras lo hagamos. Que la chingada. Vámonos. Abre. Coño. Concha de la lora. Extraño a mi ex, güey. Vale, creo que ese es el último, ¿no? Vale. bro, ya me tengo que retirar, fue un gusto estar aquí, güey. Sí, güey, no hay pedo. Buenas noches, men, descansa. Se te quiere, crack. 8:30, güey. ¿Y dónde coño? Ah, está acá. Vale.
Okay, that should do it.
Eso debería hacerlo. Oh, carajo. Igualmente, bro. Vale. Joder, macho. Sí los detengo con uno. Ok. Aquí sí los detengo si cargan, güey. En el juego original no. Si cuando hacen ese ataque de carga ya no hay forma de detenerlos, güey. A menos que les pongas una bengala, güey, o algo que les haga daño.
Valves, Doctor. Is it working?
Just bear with me a moment. Yes, I believe you've got it sorted. It's working again. Nicely done. That sounds like trouble. I don't think they're happy with our success.
Oh, carajo. Uh-oh.
Look out, they found a way in.
¡Ja! A chupar.
Hold on a little longer. I've almost got it isolated.
Uy, puta madre. Adiós. Granadas. Ay, cabrón. Ya lo... Ya...
Right? That was intense. I'm sighted in now. I still have no idea what I'm looking at, but it's
Eso fue
very
intenso,
strange.
viejo.
Very strange indeed. Oh, where are my manners? Please, come on up. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
Me distraje, jaja. Me distraje. Ah, me encanta la canción que hace Alan Wake.
Are we receiving the signal now?
Oh, yes, it's coming in loud and clear. It's amazing. I'm not sure what it is yet, let alone where it's coming from, but it's interacting with our system somehow.
Claro.
Like it was intended for us. But I don't understand how that could be.
Maybe that's just how the story goes.
What?
Never mind. Is there a way I can hear it? Or however this is supposed to work?
I think the signal is incomplete somehow, but you should be getting a printout of it now.
What do you mean
What
incomplete?
do you mean it's incomplete?
It's almost as if we're only getting a fragment of it.
I need the whole thing. This is important.
I'm sure it is, but this is all we're getting.
Did the man who looks like me get the whole thing?
He locked me out of the booth, so I have no way of knowing. But I can tell you that he didn't really seem to understand it.
So, what's in the sky?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. The stars are just... they're wrong. I thought I'd be able to see something, but it's like I'm looking at a sky that's just... it's not the right sky. But that's impossible.
I consider myself a rational man, Doctor. But this isn't a thing you can measure or explain. I've seen impossible things that have taught me just to roll with some punches. It's either that or go insane.
I find it disturbing that you sound like you're speaking from ample experience.
Acá? Ah, aquí.
A printout of a signal. It too is a weapon created by the champion of light. In its words, stirs a new reality. But it is incomplete, and yet it provides a roadmap for the man to follow, a course that will lead him to a place where he may confront his enemy.
Sí, era hay que ir básicamente al autocine del drive-thru. Nice Spring Drive-In Theater. Okay.
The drive-in. Once the site of lurid celluloid fantasies, it's now the site of an art exhibition. And yet, it's the search for closure rather than culture that brings the champion of light here.
Claro. No habrá nada aquí, ¿no? Parece que no, pero de ahí venimos, güey. Ah, vale, ya estoy terminando. A este loop, básicamente, porque estamos dentro de un loop, güey. Estamos encerrados en un bucle temporal, güey. No podemos escapar hasta derrotar a este cabrón, güey. No, parece que no. Bueno, yo nomás quería asegurarme. ¿Ahí hay algo? No. Pareciera que no. Investiga el drive-thru. What the fuck?
Oh, it's you. That's fantastic.
Are you okay?
Go away. No, I want you. But
¿Cómo?
you'll get angry if you're here. So, you gotta go. You know I'll do what you want.
Okay.
Ah, que esté hipnotizada, güey. Puedo ver
I
la
love
oscuridad.
you so much. Did you know that love hurts? Are you gonna hurt me now? 'Cause you should.
Vale.
Lady, you got darkness on the brain. I think I can help you if I can get the lights on in here.
You can't turn the power back on. It's not allowed. You said.
So, where shouldn't I go so I don't turn the power back on accidentally?
It's the big building on the other side of the drive-in.
Pero está
But
bloqueado.
it's locked.
Sí.
Where's the key? Just so that I know to avoid it.
It's on the wall next to the cash register. But you can't. You can't. Don't be bad.
Hey, no problem. I'm just gonna go do some other stuff.
Scout.
Scout's honor.
Promesa de scout. Cabrón. Ya no puedo llevar más, güey. Yo puedo llevar hasta 12, güey. What the fuck. Solo trata de mantenerte
Just
con
try to
calma.
stay calm. I've seen this kind of thing before. I think you're gonna be okay.
Why is it so hard to think?
You've been touched by darkness. I'm hoping it's not permanent.
Remember when you were here before and you kissed me and then everything got all dark?
Eso fue
That
lo
was the
mejor.
best.
Listen, this is very important. Where did I go? Can you tell me that?
Baby, you don't need to go anywhere. You're here now, and you're in my head. You should be in me. You should touch me again.
Uf.
Not with a 10-foot pole, lady. Hey, just in case there's a part of
No
you
te
in
toco ni
there
con un
that's
palo.
freaking out right now, it's not your fault. I promise I'll do what I can to help you, okay?
No,
I don't...
Yo no.
Please go away.
Por favor, vete
Don't
ya.
sweat it. I'm just saying
te
that in
preocupes.
case you really need to hear it, I've been there.
I think there are spiders in my eyes.
Creo que yo
I think you put them in me.
los pusiste.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go now.
Sí, ya me voy. Sí, ya me voy. Eso último que dijo está medio raro, güey. Pero bueno, tampoco es como que la culpa, güey.
And we're back with old gods of Asgard and their manager, Barry Wheeler. Guys, you're on your
Barry
comeback
Wheeler.
tour, and you're playing a lot of your
Seguridad.
classic material. But you've also
Security,
got a new
security.
single.
Ay, había una página. Ah, pero estaba afuera, ¿no? Porque yo estaba ahí dentro y no lo vi. Exacto, sí, estaba afuera, güey. Pick up the manuscript page. Bright Falls.
My writer's block got worse. I didn't sleep much anymore. My life with Alice seemed like a constant fight. I was a wreck. Alice took steps. She booked a vacation in Bright Falls, a small town in Washington. It was supposed to be a chance to break out of the cycle I was in. She didn't know about the darkness in Cauldron Lake.
Sí, ninguno de los sabía el problema que se iba a crear, güey, con el puto lago ese, güey. Y con la presencia oscura, güey. Bueno. ¿Dónde están?
Really, once we got in the studio, things started
Ah,
happening.
ok, vale.
Now, the music has changed a little bit, and the boys were a little rusty, so it took us a while to find the right gear. But hey, once we got going, whew, boy, they kicked.
The man has encountered this before. People whose integrity has been suborned by the insidious touch of the darkness. He has experienced it himself, but merciful light burned away the darkness in his brain.
Not good.
No está chévere, hijo. Hijo de tu puta madre. A chuparla. Vamos a poner un punto de control. Muy bien. Seguimos. 30 manuscritos. Ah, pero ese es el recortado, ¿no? Nel. Oh, sí, dame eso. Eso sí que lo necesito. Mira, ahí está.
Look, Mr. Hero's here. You ready to save the day?
Joder, macho. Joder, güey. Ay, faltan más, ¿no? Eran varios. Ah, vale. Ok. Sí están mamadísimos, güey. Uy, Dios, sí estaban mamadísimos, ¿eh? Sí aguantaron un cargador, casi un cargador completo, güey. De ahí vengo. Pero creo que aquí no puede haber, güey. No, ya me habría parecido, güey. ¿Cuántas páginas son acá, güey? 16. La trampa. Serena Vidina, nada. Restaura la energía, güey. Carajo. Mira, ahí hay algo. Ok. Vale. ¿No para escrito? ¿En serio? Chale, yo pensé que aquí iba a haber algo, pero veo que no. Ah, pero enemigos sí que hay. Adiós. Sí, no, aquí no hay nada, al parecer. Qué raro, güey. Vale, ya me cansé. Ah, pero creo que sí, ahí hay algo, ¿no? Ah, no, es la luz de un auto. Pensé que... Ah, no, sí. A ver. Página, está dentro. What really matters.
It's been 2 years since I came here. Being that long without Alice breaks my heart. And I know it broke hers. I know she thinks I'm dead. How could I blame her for that? It would be a crime to pretend that she owes me anything. She took all the stupid, self-indulgent bullshit I brought into her life and still stood by me. Still loved me. It's no betrayal. But I'm a better person now than I used to be. I want to be that person with her.
Oh, qué tierna, qué bonita. Sí, güey. Eso es, Alan. Sé un buen amante. Coño. ¿Aquí hay algo? Ah, otra de estas. Ah, psycho. Ahí mata a alguien, ¿no? Sí, ¿no? Mata a alguien. Ajá, sí, ahí anda. Hijos. Vale. Sí, mataba a ese. Hasta ahora solo he tenido 3, güey, ¿en serio? Creo que es para allá, güey, pero veo que hay algo más por ahí. Así que yo voy a investigar. Coño. No espantes así. No me espantes, güey. No la tire la loca, hijo. Suelte la grabe y mande la comanda, hijo. Souvenirs. Tienda de regalos, güey, básicamente. Wow, ahorita no hay nada aquí, güey. ¿En serio? Uno pensaría que había algo aquí, pero veo que no. Qué extraño, güey. Voy a guardar aquí por si acaso. No quiero que me muera y... Todavía no he muerto, ¿verdad? Hasta ahora no he muerto. Me cago. Adiós. Ni siquiera quitó el cargador, güey. ¿Qué pedo? Ok, sí, es por allá.
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I have done. Shut up!
Cállate ya, coño. ¿Izquierda o derecha? Yo siempre voy derecha. Digo izquierda. Mira, ahí hay otra caja, a ver. ¿Qué habrá aquí, güey? Ah, pues da igual, güey. Adiós. Y nomás me quedan 6 balas. Aquí es... ¿Qué es esto? 20 del manuscrito. ¿Puedo? Oh, no, ¿cuánto me falta? No, creo que sí me faltan como unos 5, güey. Bueno, voy para acá, nomás quiero ver si no me estoy perdiendo de nada. Puta madre, maldito control, güey. Maldita accesibilidad de los stick analógicos, güey, literal. Los tengo bien jodidos, güey. Uy. Vamos. Es por acá, supongo, pero voy por acá, nomás para ver qué hay, güey. Vale. No hay nada al parecer. Dame. Ah, ok, perfecto. Una página. Ya era ahora, joder. Eran 3, ¿dónde está el otro? Ah. ¡17! Alice.
Alice, my wife. The best thing that ever happened to me. She smiles and the darkness lifts. For her, I've tried things I otherwise never would. I've never really minded if it's made me feel like a fool. She's a photographer, and the world she sees through her lenses is unique and beautiful. She has the vision. She sees things others don't and knows how to make them visible to everybody. She did it with me, too. She teased out things I was only vaguely aware of. She always saw me in the best possible light.
Oh. Sí, güey, son el uno para el otro, güey, la verdad. La verdad sea dicha, güey, son el uno para el otro. A ver. Yo vengo de acá, no es cierto. Ah, pero es de este lado, ¿no? Sí. De todas maneras debía haber dado toda la vuelta, güey. Está bien. No pasa nada. ¿Qué hay algo? Pareciera, ¿no? Pero no. Es que no quiero correr tanto, güey. No quiero cansarlo. Aquí hay... Ah, mira, aquí hay uno de estos, güey. Muy bien. Vamos a agarrarlo. Perfecto.
Okay, I should be able to figure this out.
Ok. Oh, y la atiné a la primera, güey. Soy la verga, güey. Chao. Ah, pues no. Ah, sí. Aquí viene. Aquí viene. ¡Ay, cabrón! No sé qué pasó ahí, pero alguien se funó ahí. Ah, vale. ¡Ah! Verga. Ah, que la verga. Voy a curarme, güey. Porque no confío con mi vida a este nivel, güey. Listo. Carajo, no, mejor me regreso por otro lado. Es más seguro acá, güey. Ah, me bloqueé. Hijos de la chingada. No, tengo que volver, güey. Joder. Ah, pues ya eran. Solamente era ese güey. Dejes de correr, no dejes de correr, no dejes de correr, no dejes de correr. Ok. Vale. Ay, la cagué. ¿Qué coño? ¿No era por acá? Ah, vale. Ya decía yo, fuck. Me encerraron. Me amarraron como puerco. Vale, punto de console. Salimos.
You have no idea how badly you're screwed. It's gonna be a blast to watch you find out. I'm gonna get hit by those.
Joder. ¡Wow! Esquivadilla. Vale. Ok, lo logré. Es lo malo de esto. A cada rato me está cambiando la perspectiva de la cámara. Lo odio que me haga esto, güey. No sé por qué lo hace. Me tiene harto. ¡Ay, cabrón! Ay, me está picando el codo. Ay, 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 ay. Ya. Oscuridad concentrada. Ah. Es que es muy divertido esta arma. Literal, güey. Turn on the lights on the war building. Pero voy a hablar con la chica, güey. Quiero ver qué pasa. Vale. No quiero cansarlo, güey. Por si acaso.
Wait.
¡Uy! No mames, hijo de puta, quita. No. No te lo voy a permitir. No. Solo faltas tú, cabrón. Adiós. Ah, faltas tú. Ah, pensé que ya había...
Nice.
like...
And... No, don't. Oh, it's not. It's you. Did you help me?
Looks like you're feeling better now.
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened.
That guy.
This guy.
Before you say anything, I know I look like him, but I'm not.
Don't worry. You just don't feel anything like he does. He was in my head. I feel like I need to take 50 showers.
Where is he?
That asshole wanted to get into the projector booth. He was talking about fixing things so the sun never comes up. God, it didn't seem that weird when he was saying it. It sounded really good at the time.
You weren't yourself. The projector booth. That sounds about right. I need to get in there.
I have the access code for the door. Here.
Okay, gracias.
I'm just glad you showed up now. He said he'd be back after he'd arranged for some security.
What's going on? To telling me what's going on here?
We have an art exhibition here, supposed to open tomorrow. I'm the curator. My name's Serena Valdivia.
Alan Wake.
Holy shit, it is you. I mean, I've seen you on the big screen. I know your wife.
You know Alice? Wait. Big screen.
¿Cómo?
Yeah, we have a film from her here.
¿Cómo?
What the hell happened to you?
¿Cómo que película? Pues, ¿qué pasó?
Getting back to Alice.
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. It's quite a coincidence that you're here. She made this short film. I mean, she shot it years ago. You're in it. It's a part of the exhibition.
What?
I'm in a film?
Yeah, it's like... I mean, it's just footage she shot of you at some point, but she turned it into this thing. It's almost like a memorial of sorts. Because, you know, you're supposed to be dead.
Claro.
Something.
¿Está Alice bien?
How's Alice? Is she all right?
She's okay, I guess, all things considered. I know her pretty well. You're really Alan? I can't believe you're here. Nobody knows what happened to you. But there are people who say they've seen you.
That wasn't me. He just looks the same. Like, you know.
Yeah, but that guy's a lot more slimy.
Yeah.
The thought of him makes me... I hate him, but
Lo odia.
Something about him, this... God, he's so creepy.
Sí,
Anyway, you're not like him. At all.
No.
I hope you can stop him.
Sí, lo voy a tener, mujer, no te preocupes. Pero... ya... ¿Y ahí se va a quedar? ¿Ahí te vas a quedar? Chale. Pensé que decías algo más interesante. ¿Cuánto tengo? 8 y 8. Oh, dame. Voy a agarrar munición aquí antes de que pase algo más. No voy a hacer ala de malas. Sí, ahí es donde está matando al... Sí. Hay que ir a la sala de proyección. Y aquí yo creo que terminamos el primer loop. Oh, fuck. Carajo.
That's the security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm and a fat rental.
Oh, son como nodos. Hay que buscar los demás, como no. El problema es que no... Ah, vale. Me los está indicando en el mapa. No los había visto. Oh. Vámonos. Y el tercero está atrás, ¿ves? Seguridad eliminada. Entra a la sala del proyector. Ok. Fue bastante fácil, la verdad, no te voy a mentir. Pero es extraño. Ok.
The champion of light can feel the fragment of the signal in his pocket. The weapon that can change what will be. It's incomplete, but it's all he has.
Pero es todo lo que tiene, claro. Checa el manuscrito. It was late at night, the summer was almost over. Ok. Era casi la noche. Checa el manuscrito. Ok. Ok. Listo, Late at Night. Y febrero, mayo, agosto. Change the date. What?
Oh, hell, this isn't going right.
No, es que era demasiado fácil.
You've been up to something, haven't you? Too bad it's not gonna do any good. I'm a better you than you ever will be, and I've got all the time in the world. Everything you've got's going to be mine. Your life. Your wife!
No.
What are you gonna do about it? The sun's never coming up now. I can keep this up forever. Show yourself! Whatever you say, buddy.
Carajo. De vuelta al principio. Sí, no, yo recuerdo que era eso.
The rush of darkness is unstoppable. Time itself twists and tears, sweeping the champion of light back with its dark currents. Again, he enters the world, but now he sees the trap for what it is, a maze that loops back into itself.
Sí, sí.
I'm here again. He sent me back.
Ahora que me vas a enviar, cabrón. Oh, espérame, hay una página. What? Aquí está. El espectro.
In Bright Falls, I was constantly under attack by birds that were more shadow than flesh and feathers. But this is an evolution. Some of the Taken were actually capable of turning into a flock of birds to escape my attacks and turning back into human form to make surprise attacks.
Ajá. Sí me acuerdo de esto, El maldito se podía dividir en una parvada una parvada y atacarme de cuervos, güey, literalmente. Dame. No puedo. Pues regresamos. No voy a gastar el... Sí, no voy a gastar. Oh.
Oh, not birds again. What the hell?
Dios. Pero es una evolución muy buena, güey. Si le tengo que admitir, güey. Está cabroncísimo. Oh, mira, página. 19 de 50. La apariencia del señor Chirridos.
I'm trapped in the darkness. He has started appearing to me. Mr. He can travel back into the world effortlessly, and he loves to rub my face in it. At first, he was just an echo in the darkness, a flicker beyond the edge of my vision. Now he started showing himself, getting bolder all the time, telling me what a great time he's having in the world while I'm stuck here, and what he plans to do, especially to Alice. All the moves I have left are dangerous and desperate. I have no choice. I have to hunt him.
Sí, porque es arruinarle la vida a Alan, güey, básicamente, güey. No hay que perdernos del objetivo, güey. Lo matamos y luego escapamos, güey, básicamente. Habla con Emma, claro. Fuck. Joder, otra vez. Adiós. Medio cargador para matar a ese güey. De la Garán. Pero realmente no sé. Oh, mira que hay otro pampa. La escopeta no estoy tanto, la verdad. Aquí está. Recoge el manuscrito. Mi mejor amigo.
I don't make friends easily. I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys. We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I've ever met, and all the things that count anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
Sí. Es el mal leal, güey. Nunca nos decepciona. De hecho, nunca nos decepcionó en el juego, güey. Qué curioso. Arizona Petroleum Inc. Habla con Emma. Espérame, guardo. Y voy a buscar página, güey. Ahí hay una, pero recuerdo que por aquí hay otra, güey. Tengo la suficiente munición, güey, así que no pasa nada. Sí, yo recuerdo que había uno por acá, güey, no te voy a mentir. Pero no recuerdo, güey, exactamente dónde. Porque parecía como una trampa, güey, literalmente estaba así en la nada. Y de repente llegaron los enemigos, güey, se veía bien extraño. Es un murote, güey. Ok, ya me está empezando a salir la tormenta esta. Regresémonos. Sí, no creo acabarlo hoy, güey. Pero, mira, acá hay uno. Voy a agarrar todos los manuscritos que pueda, güey. Aquí está. Me cago en la... 21 de 53. Emma Sloan.
With all the herbs, crystals, and the rest of her New Age paraphernalia, Emma Sloan had been called a hippie and a freak and worse. It was that small-town mentality. She was a female mechanic, and even in 2011, there were always going to be backward shit-kickers who thought that was a hoot. She didn't mind. She could deal. She could take any engine apart, even the new ones with all the computers in them. Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for her to put them back together.
Turned out that these boys were awful polite while waiting for... Cabrones. Eso, creo que eso me va a volver a atacar, pero no estoy seguro. Yo recuerdo que por aquí había uno, ¿no? ¿Estoy loco? Vale. Vale, sabía, ahí está la tormenta, güey. Qué raro, yo recuerdo que había uno por acá, güey. Pero era en el primero o en el tercer loop, güey. Aquí no hay nada. Aquí parece que tampoco hay nada. Sí. No, creo que es en el tercer loop, güey. En el primero no tengo idea, tendría que volver a rejugarlo. Vale. Vamos a volver a... Ah, espérate, me falta acá, güey, es cierto. El auto de Alan Wake. Me gusta el ambiente que crea este juego. No es como el que haya yo sentido antes, güey. Sí te da la expectativa de que algo podía pasar, pero tampoco es que te tenga con música el filo del asiento, ¿sabes? Sabe balancearlo. Es lo bueno. No, aquí ya no hay nada. Si sigo me voy a volver. Sí, sabía que me iba a volver. Pero estoy muy atrás. Ahí está la esa. Ahí estoy viendo algo. Ahí está la chingadera esa. Estoy viendo cositas, a ver. Ah, mira. Una página. Ah, aquí está. 22. Night Springs. El show de TV de culto.
Night Springs doesn't exist. It's a fictional town from the TV show I used to work on. It was Any Place USA, a place we used as a backdrop for whatever strange story we had that week. One of the stories I wrote for the show involved a man, the champion of light, fighting his evil double, the herald of darkness. It was something I'd written back in the real world, something I had a link to, a framework I could build on. I had adapted it into a new story. This story.
Qué inteligente, güey. Qué inteligente, güey. Adaptó una historia vieja que él había usado para Night Springs y la está usando ahorita mismo para contar la historia de Alan Wake. Bueno, esta historia. A ver.
Okay, people, it's Eddie Rodman here with a few hours to kill, and there's nobody I'd rather spend it with.
Emma? You here?
Uy. Aquí hay algo. Ah, pero está bloqueado, Espérate. ¿Esto qué es? Pico flashbang. Ya no puedo. Ah, mira. Ya no puedo. Flashbang. ¡Pum! Ahí está otro televisor, pero no sé si es el mismo. Ah, sí, es otro.
Okay. So this chick just came up to me and said she's my biggest fan. I know. They all say that, right? And she's giving me the eye. So I make a couple of moves. We have a couple of drinks. And then things start happening. But I say I have to go to the bathroom first. Uh-oh, right?
Uh-oh.
She's got no idea. Watch this. This is gonna be priceless.
La va a matar, ¿no? Verga, güey. Creo que sí la va a matar, güey. Ojo.
That's nice.
¿A quién
I
mata
thought
ahí,
you'd like
güey?
that. Are you tense? You feel a little tense.
Maybe a little. I had a crabby day.
Yeah?
Don't worry. It's improving real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, don't stop. It's just getting good.
Watch this.
Sí, sí la mataba. Sí, ya me acordé. Le cortó la garganta, güey, pero... Damn.
Yeah! Did you see that? Oh man! Did you see her? Boom!
More than anything else, that's part of animals. It's in our nature to imagine, to turn fantasies into legends, to be storytellers. But on a rare occasion, the line between fiction, imagination, and reality becomes hopelessly blurred, and nowhere conceivably as in
Verga, güey. Sí, es un psicópata de cuidado, Ojo, cuidado. Sí, sí, me acordaba que mataba a alguien cortándole la garganta, pero pensé que era el policía, no esta mujer, güey. Damn. Qué turbio. Ah, espérame, otra página. Espera un momento. Night Springs, Arizona.
Now Night Springs is in Arizona, although not for long. It's in Arizona because whatever the town that has become Night Springs is really called is located near one of the thin, worn places in the world where dreams and reality flow together and life is always a little strange. Perfect analogy for Night Springs. I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. I can enter the strange little town of Night Springs. All I did was put it in Arizona for one night.
Tiene sentido. Ah, munición. Ok. Uy, sí, ocupo esto. Sí, mejor. No creo acabarlo, pero vamos a hacer el primer intento. Aquí hay una página, no me deja agarrarlo. Vale. Checkpoint alcanzado. 3. Ah, de veras, yo iba por la Magnum, qué estúpido. Ah. Y la Magnum está como aquí abajo. Sí, no, yo creo que estaba abajo del puente. Aquí está. Sí. Uy, papu, la Magnum, güey, me encanta. ¿Tiene solo 6 tiros? ¿What? Ah, bueno, supongo que porque la acabo de agarrar, pero debe tener más, ¿no? No creo que sean tan pocos tiros, güey. Yo creo que aquí lo vamos a dejar, gente. Sí. Nomás hablo con ella y agarro esta munición. Ah, mira, son 30 igual, güey.
Wow, it is you. I guess all of it really happened.
You remember me?
Kind of. I felt weird all day, like I could almost remember a dream I had, and then, just before sunset, I remembered the page.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go get those things again.
Not all of them. I went out and got them. Well, most of them. I felt stupid at first, but then it was getting dark, and those things started showing up, and one of them made off with the battery. It ran into the railroad tunnel. There was no way I was gonna follow him in there. Sorry.
It's good you didn't. You should be careful. I mean, really careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kinda remember something. Something bad happened to me, didn't it?
Forget it. It doesn't have to happen again, okay? Just do what I say.
Yeah, okay. God, this is too weird. Am I going crazy here? Just go get that battery.
Sí. Es un bucle temporal, exacto.
Try to stay calm. You're perfectly sane. We're caught in a time loop. That's why this is happening again.
I believe you. God, I feel like I might just lose it any second now. How come you're not freaking out over this?
Because on my personal weird shit-o-meter, this just doesn't rate.
Look, I know something happened to me before...
You're gonna be okay. If you just keep cool, okay?
Gracias por
Thanks for
ayudarme.
getting this stuff for me. It's a big help.
I hope so. Are you gonna make everything blow up at the oil field again?
I have to.
Well, whatever the hell else you might be, at least you're not boring.
Just the battery. That'll save time.
Sí, eso me ahorrará el tiempo. Vale. Ya nomás guardo esto. Confirme que quieres salir. Bueno, gente. Ya. Ya es tarde, así que ya es la hora de la mi misión, güey. Fue un gusto haber estado con ustedes. Soy yo, el Joestar. Y nos vemos luego, agentes.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. You feel me? Yeah. And it's just something slight like a 2-minute pillow fight, alright? Even when things seem like they're run down, you gotta find the light in you. You hold the light to illuminate the answers. Yeah. Everything's run down, run down, run down. Everything's run down, run down, run down. Oh, everything's run down, run down, run down.